Whoop, whoop. Motherfucker hates me.
And if you forget a good idea, you want to commit suicide. So you have to write them down.
If a person forgets an idea that they love, it's a horror. And it could lead to a real yearning to commit suicide.
I write them down so I don't commit suicide later, having forgotten the idea.
Yeah.
If you don't write it down, it could happen that the next day then you want to blow your brains out.
Oh, it's that bad.
It is that bad. Whoop, whoop. This is where I do pornographies. Whoop, whoop.
About a bad.
All the field.
I got my results back from the blood sample I sent in to one of those DNA sites.
Oh, yeah.
Ready? Ring! I am 32% German, 68% Swiss.
Whoa! That's cool.
Yeah.
You know, I did that too. I sent my spit into one of those websites, and it turns out I'm 16% Irish and 18% Hungarian, and the rest is Italian.
That's neat.
Wow. I did it, and I found out, guys, I'm 75% French. I don't even speak French.
Whoa. You're blowing my mind. You're blowing my mind. What about you, Sharon?
Oh, I sent mine in and I found out that I'm, let's see here, 92% dumbass for sending a DNA sample to a random website that now has full copyright and unregulated access to my genetic code for the rest of time. And like 8% Spanish.
I love
that's so
Spanish.
Yeah.
Tapas.
Tapas.
Mallorca.
It's dangerous though, like what we're doing now.
Salamanca.
Salamanca, that's a nice
You
word.
don't care that they can copyright your...
Croquette.
You didn't
Is that
read
a
the small print?
Barcelona.
All right.
Barcelona.
Are you guys totally... No, that's fine.
Oh shit, not shit, man. I was just going over some different aspects of shit, but you know how the most well-laid plans of my cement. I haven't really been able to pull off a live stream on what I was planning on pulling off a live stream in weeks. You're welcome to pop in if you'd like, brother. Otherwise, I'm just gonna sit here and fox with this shit. Hell yeah.
What's good, bro?
What's happening, brother?
Man, shit, I'm working on this appeal shit all goddamn day. I'm building a goddamn appeal case on their ass, bro. Yeah, man.
So you're moving it to the appellate level?
Not yet. I'm gonna wait till I get a judgment. If I get a judgment, if they don't switch this damn judge around. I already filed a motion to substitute cause of cause. So I already did that shit. But you know what's fucked up? It's a day right after Starzak's trying to fucking strike sanctions motions now and bar me from filing. And if I do file, I gotta pay for it. That's what he said.
Of course.
It's right after, man. So it's but I
Of
heard if you
course.
file a motion, huh? You said what?
No, I said, yeah, of course, man. I used to think it was a racket so that they could facilitate more, more fodder for their fucking bosses. You know what I mean? If the appellate courts weren't jammed full of fucking trial courts, fucking shitty decisions, how would they generate any income?
Yeah, man. And yeah, he's gonna try to strike it. My thing is that that's the dumbest thing that he could do because a lot of the shit from them sanctions motions, they bleed in there everywhere else and all the other motions that I'm able to file. Then yeah, just looking back at it, he's really trying to misuse all of the rules to stop me from filing motions and shit. And the thing is that I've done everything legally correctly. The only motions that I'm able to file as a person that's representing myself is sanctions motions and dismissal motions and a limited, very, very limited discovery. That's all I'm able to do. Or like an evidentiary motion or something like that because it's sanctions related. But like, yeah, he's saying that I'm basically abusing that because I've been filing a bunch of different motions and stuff like that. And
That
yeah,
doesn't matter. It is absolutely typical. They call it the flurry of paperwork. This is very typical. This is very, very typical. Nothing you've done is anywhere near vexatious. You haven't filed any shotgun pleadings. There's no telltale signs of fucking sovereign citizen bullshit clouding up your fucking verbiage. You know, they have absolutely nothing to fucking hang that on, dude. That's like trying to fucking, you got a lath and plaster wall and trying to fucking put one of those hat hooks in the mother. Boy, you better fucking know what you're doing. Know what I mean?
yeah,
Or
man.
make sure you hang a really dainty little bitch hat on that motherfucker because it ain't gonna hold no weight, dude. What they're doing is fucking just making them look more weak. I think.
Yeah, ChatGPT said the same thing. The fact that he's basically taking time by time to strike everything and makes him look weak as fuck. You know what's funny? He talked about the balance one time inside of that hearing on April 29th to strike the identity theft bullshit. And ever since then, he kind of stayed away from it. He's basically just trying to strike everything else. Yeah. That's because that balance is $91,000 now.
It's it's a common phrase. It's a common phrase on 4chan and all the incel boards where everybody's kind of not so like fucking a little bit too far right wing, but they lean left and don't want to admit it. To say, "I cry out as I strike thee." It's like a taunting fucking anti slogan or whatever for the Israeli military and state. As far as state goes, being the state being basically the military application of one's will or one state's will.
You know what's funny?
Um, the
No,
uh, the Israeli state's real motto for their for like Talpio and shit is make deception or make war through deception. You know what I'm saying? So there
yeah.
are ways that you can absolutely get really shitty and use the sinister strategy here.
Wait, you saying that are you telling me to also do that too? The same shit that he's doing?
Oh fuck yeah, dude! If they're playing that way, the way GPT broke it down for me the other day is if I'm asking if it's time to go left and break bad, and I'm looking at all of my adversaries standing over there way over there on the left, and they done broke bad, and they are willing to go so far left that they're on the right hand side to continue fucking me over. Then why not, man? You know what I mean? In the camp of my enemies, there shall I also be. Bring it, motherfuckers. You know?
Now, what I am going to do, depending on honestly, fuck that shit. Whoever becomes the next judge or however the week after next turns, I'm gonna file for identity theft again. And I'm gonna put Mike Starzek's name on there. And I'm also gonna put Track America's name on there. And I'm gonna try to see if I could get his ass to explain that. And honestly, every single week, every time it gets struck, I'm gonna do it again. And I'm gonna do it again. and I'm gonna do it again, and I'm gonna keep fucking doing it. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm trying to see if I could get a district attorney or state's attorney or something. I kind of doubt that they're not going to take it because it hasn't blown
Can
up.
fill what the last probably 15 seconds of that was.
You say what?
I said none of that really came through on my end.
Oh,
You want to hit a dude on what the last like 15 seconds of that was? Or
yeah, I was saying that I'm gonna keep filing for identity theft over and over again, but I'm gonna put his name and Track America's name on there. And then I'm gonna see if I could get a district attorney or a state's attorney. I was saying that they may not take it because of Starzak has a fucking huge name in Chicago, and I did not know that. He's trained the early resolution program. He's worked all throughout Cook County. A lot of people know his name. That's the only reason why they probably won't take it, unless it blows out of proportion. My thing is that I know now, and you know what's crazy? I really don't want to resort to this shit, but I'm gonna have to publicly slander him. Did you hear me? Nah. Miller?
well, it's empty as fuck in here now. Hail, hail, hail. There we go.
Yeah,
All
did
right.
you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that like if you didn't hear me, I'll shorten it up this time. But like basically, I'm gonna file for identity theft over and over again. I'm gonna put his name and Track America's name on there, and then from there, I'm gonna see if I can find a state's attorney or a district attorney to take the case. My thing is that may be a hard thing to do because I haven't publicly slandered him yet, or Bank of America yet. And with that being said, he has a lot of prestige in Chicago, so that's the only thing I have to worry about. Hello? Damn. Hello? Yo, 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 yo. It looks like everyone else can hear me. Yo, I'll be here until he gets back. Yo, yo. Yo, Mike, you there?
Woo! There we go. That was fucking exciting.
Damn, man, what the fuck happened, man?
Oh, I've been having problems with it, kind of recursive tech or any kind of fucking, anything that requires interfacing between this and the other. Like pretty much just any kind of complications I can see. You know what I mean?
But you kind of bored out a little bit, but any kind of complications, what?
Surprised. I'm saying I'm having a lot of trouble tonight. That's why I wasn't really planning on speaking. I was just planning on using my my read aloud function, like as an extension to go over the shit for me. For some reason I'm not getting good signal this evening, and I didn't feel like getting frustrated with all this shit. So I was just gonna brush over some other stuff, but we can do this. What now? You were saying you're just going to keep filing and I think that's a good idea, man. Now that will eventually border on vexatious and whatever. But you have every right to. As a matter of fact, you have a responsibility as an adult to report the things that you see that ain't right. You know.
Yeah, that is kind of vexatious when you think about it. Fuck. Yeah, they're gonna use
Well,
that
yeah,
as
but like I said, you have an obligation. You have an obligation as a taxpayer, as a fucking primary stakeholder or stockholder in the United States corporation and all the corporations therein. You know, all that's you know beholden beholden on who you to do these things. You don't get a choice.
but I ain't mean to interrupt, man. Yeah, you go ahead, bro. Like I hope I ain't fuck up shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna kill it as soon as we hop off here, dude. It's pretty well tanked. That's all
uh,
right though.
I'm
It's
sorry.
all just bullshit. I mean, all this stuff that I'm doing is just window dressing crap, trying to grab fucking subs, anyways, dude. I'm tired of having, I get on here every time and there's no viewers. I check
Shit, heck, man. I say
internally, and
keep
that's
at
only
it,
when I've
man.
got to go to YouTube Studio to access the functions. But
Shit, you never know, man. I keep, man. If I was you, I keep going, man. Like the shit you be talking, man, is just real deep, man. A lot of motherfuckers don't be knowing about this shit we on, bro. It's some upper
right,
echelon shit.
man, I'd agree. It's that. How hungry are you? I mean, I'm fucking very hungry. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. I shit, keep up with that shit, man. That's some good shit you be talking, man.
You
But
started writing an appellate brief.
hell yeah, I'm done with it. I'm done with the motherfucker. Like I just gotta.
Fuck
I think
yeah.
I'm. I
Oh,
think I'm gonna just use
editing
Claude.
too.
You say what?
I bet it's slick as fuck too.
I'll give it to you. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just rather get prepared early, man, because I don't trust these damn judges, bro. Like these. everybody, and you know what's fucked up is that the room that I'm in is only two judges that's substituting left and right. And what's fucked up is that evil ass black ass bitch, bro. Man, she one of the motherfucking original creditors too, bro. I've seen her taking pictures with the Illinois Creditor Bar Association and all that shit, bro. Like man, and she's a Democrat too, dude. And she has a bad history of being a lawyer, and she has a bad history of being a criminal defense attorney. Like she sucks, bro. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, like ain't no way around this shit. That's why I just went on here. I did the motherfucking I did the motherfucking appellate brief shit. You know what I'm saying? The motion to vacate, I'm gonna pretty much do that again too, just in case this shit goes left. Uh on the good side of things though, I honestly think that Bank of America might step in before the trial. They might, and that's a hard word. They might step in and kill it before it goes too far. If they got some fucking sense, they'll step in and kill it before it goes too far. Because I already got
Well,
ideas.
technically, they're just a named party. They don't have it. That it's the people that are actually suing and the people that are actually asking for damages aren't any way related to the bank at all. You know, most people don't know that shit.
Wait, wait, wait,
Unfortunately.
wait, 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 wait. Explain that again, bro.
The Bank of America doesn't hold any interest in the case whatsoever. They're a falsely named fictitious party. That was something that they used to get their foot in the door. They're not suing on behalf of them. You know, the Bank of America has actual representation, like not a bunch of fucking bumfuck, goddamn fucking George Bush, T-Rex gremlins or whatever, dumbass motherfuckers.
I see what you're saying. Because they sold the account to all them trusts and shit. And then they transferred the ownership through them trusts to Track America. Track America is the one that has the say so and all of this shit, which they gave it to Blitten Games. So basically, Bank of
Right.
America, yeah, the fact that their name on there, it's really they really ain't got shit to do with the account. Yeah, yeah. Uh, Damn, man. Yeah, I think
Not at all.
yeah, I think what ChatGPT told me to do, I might do that though. Do a bar grievance complaint first, because I actually do got seems like this time I got a very good bar grievance complaint. Do a bar grievance complaint, wait for a response, and then sue Mike Starzak directly for identity theft while this is in appellate court.
Right.
Yeah. Honestly, and I was saying that I might sue for identity theft and the Fair Credit Reporting Act. To be honest with you, I think I might just go for identity theft, bro, and just nail it in on Mike Starzak. File a fucking federal complaint against him, and just nail it the fuck in. Um, I think that's yeah. I feel like that's gonna put an end to all this bullshit and anything else he might do after that. Because my thing is that if I didn't raise the issue about this $83,000, man, who's to say that these motherfuckers won't come back and say something later? I don't trust these motherfuckers, bro.
Right.
Yeah, man. I don't trust these motherfuckers. So that's why I'm saying something now. Um, And even then to go back to what you said, like Bank of America, man, they called me last week, and I've been calling ever since then, leaving messages and shit. Man, them motherfuckers ain't never called me back. The only thing that they did was send out another email. Same fucking email that they sent back in March, talking about some we got your concern and I'll be your point of contact, da 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 until this is over with. And then after that, I ain't never heard nothing else no more. Like this whole case is weird, bro. You got a point,
Uh,
bro. I'm still probably the only person you know that's going through this shit, man.
yeah, absolutely. By this point, they've shut it up everywhere else that I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying?
Who shut it up?
Oh, any by this point, anybody's case, anybody's judge, anybody's fucking plaintiff, whatever, they've stopped it. They've done something to either throw the case and just fucking rule against the fucking defendant, in error, knowing that nobody's going to do anything about it, or you know,
Uh, yeah, yeah, man. Like they, um, yeah, yeah. The case would either be ruled against the damn defendant, like you said, or the original creditor, or whatever third party, or whatever. It's all the same fucking bullshit at this point. Um, they would
absolutely,
have they would have just pulled the goddamn case a long time ago. I know if it was me, I'd have pulled this motherfucker. Ain't no way in hell. If I was Mike Starzak and I knew it had a reputation in Illinois, a big reputation at that, I would have pulled this motherfucker. I wouldn't have not been trying to fight this shit. I would have pulled this motherfucker. And he didn't do it. He let his ego get in the way, and now all of a sudden you want to try to go back and strike motions that's been heard already and shit like that. This shit got denied, bro. You should be happy about that. Why do you want to strike something that's been denied?
right.
Oh, the truth is up under that denial. That's why. And on the Eric Erickson scale of psychology,
Yeah, that's a good point, man. You know what I mean?
yeah, on the Eric, like I said, on the Eric, I'm sorry, the Erickson scale of psychology, Mike Starzak is literally still a 14-year-old. That's between, right? That's between the world, no, identity, role, and confusion. He's confused about himself. His ego is invested into this because I'm whooping his ass. But then again, at the same time, he has to keep up his reputation. But then again, also at the same time, um, if he pulls the case, he'll look weak. He's trapped in between all of that shit, man. He's trapped. You know, yeah,
Right.
he's trapped, man. And like I was saying before, I really I really don't even want to do this to this motherfucker, man. He's literally committing suicide, and I'm witnessing it right now. And
Oh,
it's
bro,
like,
it's the Reservoir Dog scene where the dude cuts the guy's fucking ear off. If he didn't make you do the thing that you fucking told him not to make you do, you know what I mean?
yeah, man, that's like I really don't even want to go this far. I would rather get them to try to settle the case and call it one. And I've tried twice already. Hey, like, delete these off my credit report. This isn't like none of this ID shit has nothing to belong to me. Blah 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 blah. And yeah, they literally sat back and ignored it. Track America, Bank of America, and Blitten Gaines all ignored it at the time. I've tried it twice already, man. I thought about sending another one and being blunt on it, like, yo, I know where this comes from. I know Mike Starzak has stole my identity, or at least complicit in it, because you're the managing partner of Blitten Gaines. So you oversee everything. So you know what's going on. And this happened under your watch. My thing is that, like, yeah, I'm gonna have to publicly slander him, whether that be through TikTok, most likely TikTok, or just going through like news sources and shit like that, man. And luckily, I've already built up enough to
Right.
really do that. That's like he's pushing me over to the edge, man. And I know how I am. When motherfuckers push me to the edge, ain't no going back. I'm really trying not to go on that side, man. But I'm gonna have to. It's the only way.
Oh no, no, and dude, that's what they get for fucking for taking it there.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't want to do that shit, but I'm gonna have to. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to. Like at this point, I legally have to because all of this could easily fall back on me hard as a motherfucker. Hard. Like this shit could fall back on me hard, bro. So I gotta keep it up. But yeah, I've been fucking with this appeal shit all day. I already told the Illinois Department of Finance, man, because they reached out. They finally got back to me 2 months later. And they was like, well, what's the issue with Track America? Talk about the re-aging of the debt, yada, yada, yada. And then I had, that's when I told them that they re-aged the account up to December 24th of 2021. even though it opened in February 2016, and all these extra claim evaluations and stuff like that them popped up and all this extra shit. But yeah, yeah, man. Sometimes, to be honest with you, I do feel like giving up because I'm just sick of this shit. But then there's the fucking asshole on my shoulder that's just like, hey, if you keep it up, you're gonna get a lot of money out of it, and Mike Starzak's gonna get fired, or at least coming very close
Right.
to. And
Correct.
something is telling me to keep it up. Um, and luckily, like I said, my financial situation is not. I mean, it's not the best, but you know what I'm saying. It's not bad either. You know what I'm saying. So yeah, man, I'm gonna try to like. Well, well, at this point, I ain't even trying. I'm really just doing like his ass is gonna get knocked the fuck out. Um, but yeah, man. Like you was saying, he's basically crying wolf, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's a 14-year-old
Right.
that's crying wolf. He wants to seem big and bad, and his big and badness is fucking failing, which is the reason why he got to get a judge who he knows, which is the reason why he's trying to file motions back to back to strike all the previous shit. And my thing is that like man, and I already put it in the appellate brief, but it's like if he tries to strike at least a portion of that shit, he pretty much got to strike my whole side of the story, man. Because all of this shit that was raised in sanctions is raised in different motions, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he got to
Right.
try to strike all of that shit. Like I mean, it's ridiculous, man. Like he's got to literally try to strike the whole fucking side, and that's just not gonna work. And like I don't know if ChatGPT was right about this because I did file that motion for recusal after he did the motion to try to bar me from filing and getting rid of sanctions motions and shit like that and shit. You know what I'm saying? He yeah, he's ChatGPT basically said that he's trying to stop me from doing anything because he knows that I might try to switch the judge around, which I did file a motion for, but he knows that probably was going to happen. And that's probably why he just went on like a fucking cleanup spree. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, and I had no idea that, like I said, Blitten Gaines has a lot of influence over the politics of how debt collection cases are handled like in the state of Illinois. I didn't know that. They have a lot of influence and a lot of pull over that. Mike Starzak helped
Oh
write
yeah,
rules.
its largest headquarters are in like Vermont or something, and Illinois.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Like that's a lot, man. You know, I'm really going up against a lot when you fucking think about it,
You
man.
are, you are. You're going against a credit intermediary giant. You're going up against a couple of collection reporting and you know debt buying agencies. Like, and they're not bottom rung. You know, this is in portfolio management after getting its ass kicked or whatever. You know.
Yeah, man. I just realized that. Because while Bank of America doesn't have an interest in it no more, I'm dragging them into it. You know what I'm saying? While yeah, I'm dragging them into it. Track America, who's basically calling the shots and shit like that, and it's no wonder why they saying, well, since the 280 affidavit was struck, you can't claim identity theft no more. It's legally moot. Like, who the fuck are they to say that? And I sat back and thought about it, like, oh, these motherfuckers that hired Blitten Game, and it says it on their website. They buy portfolio receivables and they give it to 75 different attorneys for them to collect, to collect on and all that shit. So yeah, man, yeah, I like, man, like I said, bro, I'm probably the only person that's going through this shit. Well, the only person that's made it this far. I'll put it
Oh, for
like that.
sure,
Yeah.
for sure, for sure.
Shit. But hey, I forgot to ask, man, how you doing? Did you get the Venmo I sent you?
Oh shit, I didn't even check it. I'm sure it's in there.
Check your
Um,
Venmo, man. I gave you
Appreciate you,
$20,
brother.
man.
Oh hell yeah, man. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, I gave you
That's
a
dope.
dub, man. You was talking fucking
Shit's been going a little bit better than it was a week ago.
yeah,
I'm just struggling with where I'm at in life and how I got here. You know what I mean? I know that it's as easy as tracing your footsteps back and figuring out where you went off path and then just getting back on course. You can solve
understood.
almost every problem that way, but for some reason, I feel just powerless to do anything in that direction. So,
Understood. No, not and I'm not gonna speak anything on how you feel because that would likely be disrespectful. But instead, I will say that you're probably gonna take this the wrong way, but it's still a very good thing. The fact that you feel like that, there's nothing wrong with that. That means that you're trying to figure out what's the next move for you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with feeling like that. Yeah, I mean,
it's
everybody goes
true.
through.
That's, I mean,
Yeah.
those are wise words.
Yeah, you're just trying to figure it out. I mean, shit, everybody trying to figure it out at the end of the day, but at least not to where the point I had just said. Like, it's okay to feel like that. And I think as long as you're trying to figure out the move and you're trying to figure out, the next motherfucking thing you're gonna do, I don't see nothing wrong with it, man. And you seem to be doing that. You seem to be doing that pretty well, trying to figure out, like you said, where you at in life, how you gonna get to where you want to be, or how you gonna get to where you feel you should be, or even just get to the next motherfucking play. And shit, I think that's what it's about, man. So I say don't, well, I ain't gonna say don't, 'cause that also sounds bad too, 'cause that's invalidating. But rather, like, you know, while it is okay to feel like that, try not to beat yourself up, man. You know what I'm saying? You assuming you and the things that I do know about you, at least from what you told me, you have been through a lot of shit and you have overcame a lot of shit. And the fact that you overcame a lot of shit and you've gained wisdom from that shit, that's a good thing, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's the only way somebody can look at it like, otherwise you're basically falling into that victim mentality of fucking what kind of pity points or what kind of fucking excuses can I make? So yeah, those are wise words for sure, man. I'll do well to kind of take that and put it in my pocket for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm like I said, I'm coming from a place of non-judgmental, non-patronizing bullshit, especially since I've been in emotional management class for quite some time now, and I'm understanding people and human minds and shit like that, and psychology a little bit more. Like it's forced me to rather take out the time to understand where people are coming from, so that way you don't be a patronizing asshole because you never know.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's easy to step into them things tone deaf. Absolutely. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you just said it exactly. Stepping into things tone deaf. So yeah, man. Like no, like um, I definitely understand where you're coming from. I may not understand in the way that you understand it because it's your reality, but I understand where you're coming from and what you're saying it because, like, sometimes for a lot of people, trying to figure out that next move isn't always the easiest, But uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But the fact that you're still trying to figure it out is a very good thing, and I think that's a good pat on the back, if you ask me. So
Hell yeah.
that's the way I see
Yeah,
it.
I agree with this statement.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, man, I gave you that 20 bones on Venmo. I think like 2 or 3 days ago. So yeah, like
Hell
I went.
yeah.
They gave you that. Once I get some more bread and shit, I'm still trying to get everything ironed out with this legal bullshit. Not Bulletin Games, but that other shit that happened to me. I don't know who listening, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm trying to get that shit ironed out. Once I get that shit ironed out, I'll see what else I could do. Like I
I be
said,
fucking
man,
I be hunting
Oh yeah, I appreciate it.
underwriters
Oh
and
wait,
fucking,
you go.
informative of what they're doing, informative of what you found, all that shit.
Wait. What's the last thing you said? I hear you.
I'd be hunting down their underwriters and their insurance, the surety for these fucking corporations and for these individual attorneys and shit, and I'd be smacking them with fucking claims. I'd be letting them know what I found. I'd be giving them a carbon copy, like CC'd fucking attachments of everything that you filed into the court, and shit like that. Put the fear of God in these motherfuckers, man. They got obligations and responsibilities. You have privileges and rights. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, and you know, um, I narrowed it down to four insurance companies that they might use that most lawyers use. I forgot ChatGPT. I gave it to me. Um, if I find it, I'll send it to you. But I think there's four of them that most lawyers use in general. That's in the United States of America. And ChatGPT was just basically like, well, send emails or send mail to all of them, and then from there you'll figure out who Mike Starzak is with. Cause it's hard to find that damn insurance, man. Like I said, I think I found it, but it looked like it might be expired or they went out of business or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause I tried to Google them and I couldn't fucking find it, man. It's like I said, I went on generalbar.com and that motherfucking website had everything I needed to know about how these debt collection agencies look for lawyers and shit like that. Cause they like I said, it's basically a who's who. It's like, hey, I'm looking for a lawyer. Oh, here we go. Well, hey, I'm a lawyer. I'm looking for a debt collection agency or a vendor or whatever. Oh, here we go. You know what I'm saying? Um, what's fucked up, bro? And I'm looking at the email with the Illinois Department of Finance, man. What these motherfuckers, man, it's sad, bro. They basically even said that Track America was a debt collection agency, man. So it said Calvin Carter did a complaint against Track America Debt Collection Agency. Please look at this. You know, because it was a long thread. It was a long thread of emails before I had got it, and I opened that shit all up when that motherfucker emailed me yesterday afternoon around 4 o'clock, and I'm sitting back looking like, bro, these motherfuckers are a debt collection agency. Why the fuck are y'all still saying that y'all not a debt collection agency, man? You're
Right.
registered for one. You're a
Oh
fucking debt.
yeah, dude, and they're defined under Title 15 as one as well. You know what I mean?
Dude, it's like it doesn't stop. You guys got public cases and shit, in which it's like, y'all might have put Capital One's name and other something on there, but it's Track America under the successor of Capital One versus XYZ. And it's just like, bro, like y'all are a debt collector. Like what else is there to say? What the fuck else is there to say? Like, why y'all lying about it, man? You got this damn website talking about y'all like the biggest portfolio receivables management Like y'all don't manage shit. You basically like y'all are
Right.
basically a third party debt collector disguised as a person that's managing shit for the original creditor, and you're really not. Like I mean, damn, dude. Like they think motherfuckers are stupid out here, man. And I'll be honest with you, man. And this is where I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you all the gratitude in the world right now. I'm actually admitting right now on video, you were right about everything in regards to me. I have actually did become a lot better at these damn cases than I think I did. I'm
Well, I
admitting,
mean, I appreciate the kind words.
yeah, because at first I wasn't admitting that. I'm actually admitting that. Like you have a point. I have
It's
become
tough
very,
to, dude.
yeah,
It's tough to come to terms with everything being bullshit.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Um,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I,
I still don't. I still look at my situation, and I say like none of it seems even close to viable. None of it, you
mhm,
know.
mhm.
Uh,
No, I understand, man. Shit, man. Like this, yeah, this life shit sometimes can be fucking whack as a motherfucker, man. But
Oh, absolutely, dude.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, man, I figured I'd tell you that because I've been withholding that shit for about, well, it's been a year since I met you. It's been almost
Oh,
exactly.
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
appreciate that, man. Thank you. It's
yeah,
it's vindicating. It feels nice.
yeah. I've been underestimating myself for the longest. I have been still deciding if I do go to federal court for either FCRA and identity theft or just identity theft alone. Should I represent myself and shit like that? Um, yeah, I'm been still trying to decide about that shit, and I still been trying to decide if I should go with like you were saying, like a state attorney or district attorney or some shit like that. Still trying to decide about it. I think if anything, I'm gonna finish that bar grievance complaint first and make it airtight. Hopefully, this time they actually investigate it and not be on some bullshit, But I mean, a lot of
Right.
times they don't be listening to pro se defendants any goddamn way. But honestly, and I just thought about it. Why not do a bar grievance complaint to see how he's gonna react? I just thought about that. Do a bar grievance complaint anyway to see how Mike Starzak is gonna react, to see what else he's gonna strike.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, man. Yeah. I, for a person to go through all that, I must have really spooked the shit out of him, and that's the thing. And
Absolutely, dude. They're looking at prison time.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm just now telling you this. This is probably, like I said, this is the first time I'm telling you all of this. Like I did not I didn't realize all of that. I didn't know that this motherfucker has a lot of yeah, he's running away from a lot right now. Which is the reason why he's trying to strike everything. And I think come to Tuesday, after the following Tuesday, I'm gonna just tell the judge straight up, I'm objecting to everything because I already filed a motion to substitute for cause due to implicit biasness. You know what I'm saying? Or suspected implicit biasness. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. Because I'm realizing too, like you said, as long as you object to everything, you keep it in the record and then you're able to appeal it later. Um, but yeah, man, my thing is that, and this is what I'm still trying to figure out, but it probably deals back to that 14-year-old thing that I just told you. You go through thick and thin to try to strike an identity theft investigation. I still figure out all of what happened in your company anyway, down to the T. You still try to strike the identity theft investigation. And then you go through a whole striking spree these last couple of months of striking dismissal, striking all future filings, striking this, striking that, striking it, striking that. You're going through all this striking previous motions and shit that's been heard, which I don't even think that's possible. It looks like that's not even possible, man. Like, you're going through all this striking shit. It's like, why the fuck would you put yourself through this, man? Why the fuck would you put yourself? It just seems like it's stressful. Not for me. I'm just stressed out just off doing a little motion bullshit and shit like that. I'm pretty sure he's stressed the fuck all the way out. My nigga, you got a family. You know what I'm saying? You got two ugly ass kids that's about 14 and 15 years old that look like you and your beat
Oh,
up
yeah.
Thai wife or whatever, Filipino, whatever the fuck she is, man. Yeah, I know what the fuck his
Oh,
wife
boy.
looks like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got a big ass house and shit out in fucking Grays Lake, Illinois, right behind a goddamn pond and the beach and shit like that. You living good. Why would you want to risk it all, bro? Do you think I'm really not gonna say nothing?
The money they got tied up in this, just in the fraud, man, is exponential. It's nothing that we could ever even probably conceive of, dude. You know what I mean? It's too big. It's too much. Motherfucker could not know.
Hey, yeah, you know what's funny? Because at the time when I filed the addendum to my the addendum to my 280.5 affidavit, or it was an addendum to some shit. That's when I really started putting that balance on there, because I'm like, this balance isn't 75.99. If you took your case seriously, you would add in all the rest of the damages, because you did say I did a false claim of fraud for putting the attorney's names on there. You also said that, hey, what I consider to be identity theft, happened after the account was closed. And what's considered identity theft under Rule 280.5 is the unauthorized opening of an account or transactions that occurred. Well, there's $83,000 worth of transactions that still occurred. So I meet the second half of that definition. You just explained my case for me. So how do we get here, man? Like, how do we get from here, sir? I mean, you got to explain that, man. I'm willing to
Right.
bet, huh? Yeah,
Right.
hey, yeah, I'm willing to bet too, man. This shit gonna be close to $100,000 before the trial. I'm willing to bet money on it, man.
You know it.
If
You
I'm
know it, dude.
wrong,
Those damages are going to be exemplary and treble as well, dude, for what they fucking have pulled you through, man.
yeah, man. I'm just saying. So why not bring up the rest of the balance, man? Oh, it's a small claims
Right.
issue. It's only 75.99. It's really not. You saying that I'm doing a
Nope.
false claim of fraud, and you saying that because I'm disputing this account. That's why this is happening. You said this in your motion to strike 280. You said that, man. So therefore, you got to mention every other claim evaluation in there, including the one that you redacted. That's 11 of them, man. And that's also including the ones that I didn't receive that Track America admitted to the CFPB. So you got to include all of that, man. You got to include all of the claim evaluations that I received, and all of the like the dates where I claimed fraud and shit like that, quote unquote, or application fraud and shit like that. You got to include all of that shit. No, man, sue me for all of that shit. You're not gonna do it because that's gonna put you in perjury. That's why.
Right.
And I'm gonna bring that shit up. I'm gonna keep on fucking bringing it up. I'm gonna make the damn judge uncomfortable. I don't give a fuck if that's his boyfriend or not. He can kiss my ass. I don't give a fuck, man. I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna bring it up again. I'm just gonna keep on.
Hell
I'm
yeah,
just
you
gonna keep
should.
on bringing it up. Like, for real, man. Because it's like, if I don't bring it up now, like I said, who's to say they won't bring up the rest of that $83,000 in the future? Even though Bank of America said I didn't do it, you know. But yeah, man. That's another thing I could do. Yeah, man. I could sue Bank of America, Track America, and Blitten Games for identity theft and leave it at that.
Yep. You sure
That
could,
would
dude.
that would make it very easy. I just thought about that. That would make it very easy. I don't
And
have to.
I mean, I would add the individual actors too, jointly and severally, dude. You can sue them in their personal, private capacity and in their public official capacity. You know what I mean? Commercially and personally liable, which they are.
Wait just a slight
If
minute,
you're talking
man.
about big fucking numbers like that, dude. Big fucking numbers.
Wait just a slight motherfucking minute, man. Hold on. Repeat what you just said. I'm recording this part.
So you could sue Bank of America. You could sue the CEO of Bank of America. You could sue Track America, the CEO of Track America. You could sue Blitten Gaines, the CEO of Blitten Gaines, and then you could sue each named attorney on the filings and any other firm that might have been named in initial filings that you didn't see because they were revised before you were served. And you could name all of these people jointly and severally as the man acting as Esquire Michael whatever Starzak, because that's not a full legal name, and then you could sue Michael full name Starzak. You know what I'm saying? Personally, as well, because I mean they have acted as people, but they are also outside of their person, they are a man or a woman. And so, especially if you use that an aggrieved man, an aggrieved man claim harm by way of trespass in some total of number. parenthesis text dollar amount. And that's all that it requires really to do a common law filing. You know what I mean?
Common law filing. Okay, cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So this out of tort, and it takes it basically in cause of action, but under the common law. You know what I mean? Because they are actionable. Everything that they've done to you is actionable. You know, and so you can hit them. You can hit them real good. Fucking. Um, but I'll probably wrap this before too long and try and get me some dinner. Maybe try and fucking actually go to bed like a normal person this evening, but I doubt it. If you're gonna be
Yeah,
up, man, hit me up.
yeah. But you said tort claim, right?
Yeah, so a tort claim is a
Yeah.
little different. When they feel like that you've gotten close enough, the public official is going to say, "Oh man, you got us." And so what you got to do now is file under the Federal Tort Claims Act, which means you've got to give them notice and wait 6 months for them to respond. And you got to say under tort, you have to prove up harm. You have to have expert witnesses that have been approved by the court. You have to pay for all that. You know what I mean? You have to have, it would be foolish to go in without your own stenographer, as a court reporter, and so on and so forth. And they will fuck you on that, dude. Tort is not the way to hit somebody. Cause of action is so beneficial over tort because I can say harm per se. I can say damage per se. I don't have to provide fucking items. This is damage according to me. You know what I mean? This is harm according to me. Like, who's going to assess that better than me? You know?
So cause of action is the best way to go.
Yeah, over tort. They're going to tell you that you have to sue under tort, but that's not true. You can find them under Texas, O'Connor's Texas cause of actions and fucking hit them, and just don't stop fucking swinging until your fucking hands look like goddamn roast beef packets without the plastic. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Cause of action. Yeah, man. I
Hell
think
yeah.
that's the best. I think that's the best way to go about it. Identity theft, and just
Absolutely.
keep it at
Absolutely.
that. Yeah.
It seems to be this is probably out of all the avenues that you have, which are many, it's probably the one that I think is seems to be the most promising, but appearances,
Yeah. 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 And I just thought about that. Is that the FDCPA shit? Yeah, I could shoot for that, but that's a little bit more to claim, and a lot of judges gonna be they gonna try to find subjective bullshit and all that shit. Same with the Fair Credit Reporting Act, but nah, identity theft.
anything they can to fucking marginalize and fuck your shit up, dude. They have to
Yeah,
fuck your shit up.
yeah, but identity theft is a lot more easier. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
because
should be.
yeah, because I mean, for you to submit false evidence, a false transaction in court, that's identity theft under the 18 USC 1028. To sit back and actually perpetuate the identity theft that did happen by not saying nothing for a whole year and a half until I actually say something. And then, perpetuate identity theft again by even admitting in the pleadings that Bank of America did an investigation, a 180-day investigation after the first debt validation letter. And then I actually called Bank of America and then they tell me how it actually happened. And they also admit that it's identity theft. It's like, yeah, man. Yeah, no. I feel like that's the probably most feasible way to go about it. And as a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna throw that in Chat GPT and see what they think. I don't think I'm doing anything else outside. I think the identity theft way, I think that's the best way to go. And it's slightly more easier, especially if I was to get an attorney. It's slightly more easier for the goddamn attorney as well. I think it's easier to explain, and it'll be easier if I was to get a state's attorney or a district attorney or something like that. Once I blow this bitch up, yeah, I
Right.
think I think yeah,
Plus,
I
they
think
will
that would.
if you hit them under whistleblowers or false claims, they're gonna want it. They're gonna want to join suit. They're not gonna want you to fucking get that big old payday yourself and not cut the state in. Makes them look bad. Makes them look lazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I
Efficient.
think I think I figured it out. I think I figured it out, man. Um, but yeah, man, my bad, bro. You go ahead, man. Like I seen you was free and shit. That's why I hopped on, man. But yeah, you go ahead about it. I'm gonna hit you up later on tonight if you are up. But I hit you up tonight.
All right, off to you, brother.
All right, bro. Thanks a lot, man. Hey, man, shit, hit me up, man. If you know you need to talk about some shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the least
Brother, I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Yeah, it's the least I could fucking do, man. But all right, now I'll talk to you.
All right, brother. Cheers.
Cheers, bro. Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right. And then there was one. Because I can.
In the park or in a club, on a bench or in a bed, you'll find yourself in a set that calls you to be led. Beer and coffee, whiskey and rocky. What's the risk in this? Tell me, motherfucker. Tonight it's 1 o'clock, I walk through the door, don't knock. Thinking about death, but outwardly I rock my joy shit. Into the black, come on, push the white aside, be gone. Beer and coffee, whiskey and rocky. What's the risk in this? Tell me, motherfucker, Tonight it's 1 o'clock, I walk through the door, don't knock. Thinking about death, but outwardly I rock my joy shit. Into the black, come on, push the white aside, be gone. Money and I, okay, so I don't calculate at all. I'm sure drugs are what make me see you tall. We're driving into the night inside a black car. Under the stars, feeling free, we'll go far. Beer and coffee, whiskey and rocky. What's the risk in this? Tell me, motherfucker. My eyelids are drooping down low. Lights one by one, they gently go. Life spark in me slowly starts to dim, but my face, against it all, insists on a grin. Beer and coffee, whiskey and rocky. What's the risk in this? Tell me, motherfucker. Hold blindly in the Rockies' embrace. Above these walls that cloud my space. Swords within, melodies on my lips trace. I sit rocky alone in life's lonely chase. Beer and coffee, whiskey and rocky. What's the risk in this? Tell me, motherfucker. Beer and coffee, whiskey and rocky. What's the risk in this? Tell me, motherfucker.
okay, because fuck it. What this shit all about? Oh man, yesterday. Be a fucking sack chaser if fucking possible. Yep, Sarah, you're a beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous mama. And, ladies and gentlemen, as always, I've had the distinct pleasure this evening or this morning of being complete narrative, one and only drug addicted, cocksucking, used to maybe be something in his own head, but now he's just basically stove. On that note, MC Stove, I challenge you to a bitch slapping competition. MC's first to say this, my coke hard drugs. Fucking chance of anything ever come. You know what I'm saying? So, on that note, you're a back-facing motherfucker. You and every one of your split tails little fucking counterparts really out of the world. Very dudes. Makes you smiling in her wedding album. She's well on her way. She got her fucking book. I'm not really talking about it, so I'm gonna eat foods and think about how hot my sister used to be, and how I'd like to move to Arkansas and marry my cousin and raise little fucking party and great Aisha and Muhammad. That's just content. I hate it here. Tomorrow it will be history. Good way, brothers and sisters, and